Welcome to Baker Street. Coming to you from the White Mountains of New Hampshire, looking down pretty much upon where I live, which is right on the other side of that mountain. Cloud hidden, whereabouts unknown, right in the smack dab middle of the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a fire pit using tortilla chips as the fire starter. Why not? Let's have some fun today. If you are listening to this podcast and would like to watch it, go over to my YouTube page, Baker Street with Thom Pollard, and you will see that video pinned to the top. But I think that this podcast will convert very well if you have even the slightest imagination and know what a tortilla chip looks like. Hey, what's up guys at Baker Street? I frequently state that I'm the master of all fire pits, and while I'd say 75% of it is totally tongue-in-cheek and I'm joking around, there's 25% of me that likes to believe that I'm really pretty good at getting a fire pit going. And so I'm gonna start a fire pit tonight with nacho chips, leftover nacho chips. Who hasn't sat around a campfire eating nacho chips and then you come out in the morning and there's like some left in a bag, like on the ground, something you didn't pick up from the night before. So let's see if we can't resurrect a fire pit from a previous night using literally the leftovers. One of the things you want to be sure when you try to get a fire pit starting is to have the tools, if you will, the basic building blocks of a fire pit ready and around you. This I won't be using tonight, but here's some birch bark, which is one of the greatest fire pit starters of all time, as well as you could take a twig and dip it in sap that's pouring down of a pine tree. But you can see I've got these little shavers like this that kind of actually are step two. I like to start with these little teeny guys like this. You get a bunch of them and you lay them over whatever your fire starter is, whether that's birch bark or newspaper or something like that. Let's set the bed. Let's get it all ready to go before we actually do the one match lighting of a fire pit using tortilla chips. Okay, so these are the tortilla chips, as you can see, that I'm using. These are actually not left over. These are some organic Nature's Place white corn tortilla chips, they're very chunky and actually not the best tortilla chips. I would say you're going to be at much more of an advantage if you use a fire pit starter, tortilla chips that were actually outside all night, because you don't want them to be moist at all. That's one of the things that happens, is there's too much moisture. So you can see I've got like a little bit, like a little space underneath here. And I'm going to lean my sticks up in this area on top of that. If we can make this work, I am indeed the master of all fire pits. You want air to be able to come up from the bottom. Really, basically, the clutch thing is you want some tiny little twigs. Let's just chuck these over here. You want these tiny little twigs that are very, very dry. You cannot, if those twigs don't light, you're not going to have a fire pit. So I'm going to get a couple of these stacked in there, and those are just going to light, but only for a minute, maybe. Okay, I'm going to do it with matches. And let's see if we can do this with one light. Damn. I'm actually nervous. I've never tried to prove my merit like this under pressure. But if this match goes out before, it might be a 2-match light. So let's give it a shot. Ooh, this is going to be tough. I don't know. Let's get that. Oh, we need to feed that thing. Ooh, shucks. Let's feed that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, no. Okay, that's good. So I'm still stacking on fuel as I'm making it, but gently, because you don't want it to collapse. I mean, it looks good. It looks like a sure bet right now, but it's not. Come on. Booyah! I think we're there, but let's keep giving it love. Keep the love. Let's throw a little bit of this. There's some, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Little things like that. Get that in there. We don't want to crush it though, so keep it, what I'm trying to do is lean it up, not flat down in it. And look at, I don't know if you can see this, look what's, see, look at that. Yeah, baby, let's light that tortilla chip. So, that is how you start a fire pit with corn tortilla chips. In this instance, white corn tortilla chips, like some faux organic place, Nature's place. You know, it's funny, these things always last a long time. They're a little bit hard. I would think like thinner, crispier ones could work better, maybe, or some that has like a high oil content. Then you're in. We didn't even try these or need to use these peanut shells, which work really well. But I think we're established, which means I can start adding in little guys like this. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take this and try to chop that up a little bit, right? Get that, and then I'm gonna put this fatty on there. And then, but still, you want to continue to give it the love and support that it needs. It's your baby, right? This fire pit needs oxygen and fuel to survive. So you need to continue feeding it like a little baby. And when the baby cries, or when the fire starts dousing out, or you can hear like wood that's wet, you need to work on it and get it to a place where it's going to be healthy and not drown itself out. There you got it. Fire Pit 101 from the master of all fire pits.
Hey, Tevas, let's do a little bit of E-blues and E.
Sounds
We're
good
going to put this together right now, right here.
If you want to be added to my mailing list, please go to eyesopenproductions.com and click on contact, and you have to fill out a very short form. Let me know the email address you'd like me to reach you, and I will send you periodic updates, usually only when a new podcast is out, a new episode.
Long time ago.
Make this world a better place, and come and visit me and tell me your story. I want to hear it. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I will see you real soon.
My first mind should have followed. My first mind